Hey Gemini, welcome to your tarot session. Thank you so much for joining me today. And first of all, happy birthday. I know not everyone who's watching was born during Gemini season because everyone is welcome here. Gemini sun, moon, rising, Venus. But I really want to say that I'm sending you all my best wishes for your birthday, your solar return, and know that I celebrate you all year long. Your magic, your energy is so special, and I feel like Gemini season is such a beautiful mirror for that. Remembering how much growth is possible during Gemini season, and again, a lot of magic. So thank you so much and happy birthday. Let's dive right into your session, Gemini. Let's see what is the general energy for you today. Gemini. Okay, Two of Cups. Is there another card wanting to come through? Let's see what we have here. Two of Cups and the Hangman. So something has been feeling kind of suspended in time with the Hangman. And Two of Cups, it feels like a new experience. It's not necessarily about love, because I feel it's just too easy to say love every time we see cards like the Two of Cups. But there's a new experience here, and I feel it's coming up again after a moment of feeling suspended in time. And maybe questions were coming up like, why isn't it working for me? Or why am I feeling stuck? Maybe stuck on a plateau. And it feels like there's definitely an upward leveling here. The Hangman is a rebel. He chose to put himself in that situation. He's getting illuminated. He's getting the answers about something, waiting for a sign. And obviously people who are looking might feel a little uncomfortable. They might not understand why he's in that situation. The thing is that it's about a new perspective. And I connect the Hangman a lot with yoga practice, just because I feel like this is something that just felt like such a revelation for me after years and years of practicing yoga. When I heard, yeah, when you put your head upside down, you get a new perspective. And during my yoga session, I would always come out of it just with a new perspective, a different idea or a different opinion or view about something or someone. It just helps to literally move the energy around. And I think this is what's happening here. Something felt stuck. Maybe you felt again like you were stuck in a plateau of some sort in an area of your life. And now you have a new perspective. And because a seed has been planted in your mind, again, a new idea, a new opinion maybe about something or someone, things are ready to flourish now. So let's pick more cards. It's very interesting. I'm very curious about what is the Two of Cups exactly. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and I just said, there's a seed that's been planted in your mind, and this is exactly what we're seeing here. So we have to remember how malleable we can be as humans. And I think especially with the Gemini collective, this idea of the twin, this idea of the two Geminis energy, this is your symbol, and a lot of people misinterpret that for like two-face energy and stuff like that, which is so ignorant in my opinion. It's like, if you say that, it's because you clearly don't know the Gemini energy. And here it's a confirmation of what I'm sensing. You've been malleable about something, and that confirms how intelligent you are. And I'm not saying this to, you know, sugarcoat or boost your ego, but I mean that when someone is willing to listen, when they're having a conversation, listening to what the other person is saying and being willing to expand their view, to be malleable, to not say, no, this is what I believe and I'm never gonna change. I'm never gonna believe something different. Here, what I'm getting is that there's a double, maybe triple confirmation for you, and it helps you change your mind about something or someone. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's been a while. It's been a while that maybe you felt stuck in a certain perspective, an idea, a vision, or an obsession about, okay, no, this is how it's supposed to be. There's no way around it. And now, all the little synchronicities and all the little, again, conversations, there's a lot of seed that have been planted. And now it's flourishing, it's expansive. It's with the Five of Swords and the Hangman, it can be very uncomfortable to open ourselves up to literally a new path or a new world, I would say. You needed to see it to believe it, and you're about to see something completely transform before your eyes. And it could be a person, it could be circumstances that are definitely moving or, again, materializing in your favor. There's something here about being malleable. And the Pentacles energy for me always felt like Play-Doh or clay. That's the magic of the earth signs and the Pentacles. It's that we can play with it. It's malleable. We can transform it the way that we want. And you've been very patient. It's not like you forced someone to change or you forced the energies. You've been patient, and your patience is being rewarded here. Five of Swords confirm that, yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it's connected to a huge shift. So you are breaking the chains of old beliefs. You are clearing out a lot of energy and especially beliefs that don't serve you anymore in order to solidify the beliefs that are actually aligned with you. I don't know what happened, Gemini, but I feel like during your season, you can see things clearly. You can see things for what they really are. And same for people in your life. So there could be this moment of revelation, having a very meaningful conversation with someone, and you never even considered them, let's say a potential lover, a potential partner, collaborator, even a friend. But here it's happening. That's why the Two of Cups is here. Something that felt like a random connection, a random friendship, is now expanding into something real. And you're noticing how much you have changed because you want to surround yourself with different types of people. You want to feel nourished. You want, again, to share with intelligent people, have intelligent conversation. You want to grow. You understand the value of communicating with people who are intelligent, evolved. It excites you. It feels like what used to be very attractive to you in the past, that's part of the shift here. It's interesting, very specific, but tell me more. I keep getting a new experience, a new experience. This is what I'm feeling. It's not like I'm hearing it, I'm feeling this, a new experience for Gemini. And you have the Four of Cups. So here we're talking about emotional boundaries. I think it's not just connected to you expanding something with a potential new friend or new partner. It's also about clearing out certain energies out of your life. I think you're about to realize, Gemini, how much you have outgrown certain people around you. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's a close connection, but you have outgrown something. And I think that a lot of you have been maybe walking on eggshell with certain people. Like, it's not possible anymore. With the Four of Cups, something cannot be contained anymore. how you really feel about someone. Again, the good, the bad, the ugly. It feels like you're able now to say, that doesn't work for me, and that's actually what I'm looking for right there. So things are shifting. You could be meeting someone that's completely different than your usual type, or even receive an invitation for a job or for, again, this new experience that I keep thinking about. It's not something that you would have usually went for. This yes is a confirmation of how much you have changed, and especially how the seeds you planted in the past have been flourishing. So interesting. We have the Lovers also at the bottom of the deck. I'm keeping because it makes so much sense. Lovers card is Gemini. We are in Gemini season. The work that we do in Gemini season is a continuation of what happened in Taurus season. So Taurus season is the earth. We're talking about our foundations, our value. We work with the earth energy. And then in Gemini season, whatever we anchored, whatever we start rebuilding, we're ready to let it go, move upward in the air. We go from earth energy to air energy. So there's something here. I don't know what you've been building. And I'm sure that with the Five of Swords, there's a lot of times, Gemini, where you're like, that's not good enough. I could be doing more. I could step in even more potential. I know I am worth more. Now things are starting to move. I feel like Taurus season could have made you feel stuck somewhere. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, a confirmation that every little steps you take, every seed that you have planted is now ready to flourish. And it could be a little overwhelming. You're going to have a lot of work to do. Your dedication is going to be tested. But what's going to be tested the most, I believe, is the promises that you made to yourself. Are you able to keep those promises? When you said, I'm never giving up on that dream, or I want to make new friends. I want to find a partner that sees me for who I am. I want to accomplish this and that. You made certain promises to yourself in the past about not giving up on hope, not giving up on working towards this ideal that you have. And you're being tested in Gemini season. Again, tested around the promises that you made to yourself. Whatever that means for you. And if hearing me say this, like it sparks something within you, I would say journal about it, meditate about it. Again, Gemini energy is the air energy. We want to use our words. We want to meditate, journal, investigate, ask the right questions. And I feel like, especially for you guys, the answers are always within you. Always. It's never external. And the Moon card is at the heart of your reading. By the way, Hangman, Two of Cups, it's a lot of water energy, a lot of uncertainty, especially Hangman. Hangman is connected to Neptune. It's the unknown. We put ourselves into an uncomfortable situation because we know our potential. We clearly don't care what other people think at this point. But it is uncomfortable. It is a mystery. Where is this going to lead us? And the Moon card is a constant reminder that we're not supposed to know. I've been confused many, many years with the Moon card. I feel like this is a tricky card in the tarot. It's not a negative card. It's not necessarily a challenging card, but it's tricky because as I've been evolving with my tarot practice, now I understand that every time I pick the Moon card, it's Spirit saying, you're not supposed to know. Why are you obsessing over the future? It isn't fixed. You have no control over the future. You only have control over the steps you're taking each day. How do you show up for yourself? How do you show up for others? How do you continuously plant seeds for your goals, for your dreams? Even if you're taking the smallest step towards your goal, you're still moving upwards. That's the thing. And the moon card again reminds you everything is uncertain. The future isn't fixed. So it's calling us back to the present moment always. Don't try to plan 10 years ahead if you cannot keep the promises that you make to yourself on a daily basis. And I think that you are developing a practice right now, Gemini, and it's much more important than you know. The Lover's card is here. It was at the bottom of the deck and I chose to add it to this reading because underneath it all, you're working with the biggest lesson and energy of you, of Gemini. And I think you're about to really tap into more depth. That's why the moon card is here. You know how special you are. I think that Geminis in general know how special they are. Other people sometimes are very uncomfortable with the level of confidence that Geminis have, probably because of certain like famous people that I'm not going to mention today, but I think it's fabulous. But here we're diving even deeper, Gemini. We are so aware of the power of our words, how we communicate, how important it is, all this air energy, but most of all, the mirror energy. The Lover's card is you. It's the Gemini card in the major arcana, and it's the sacred mirror of life. Gemini, the twin energy, is the mirror. When other people see their beauty reflected onto you, that's why you are such an inspiration. Sometimes you don't even know that you are, because you can be, again, confronted by so much negativity. Because when we are a mirror, some people project. Some people are very conflicted, very triggered by our energy because we reflect the truth. That's the thing here. So as you are clearly, again, clearing out a lot of folks in your life, a lot of unnecessary energy, you're going to trigger a lot of folks. I feel like it's not a warning. I think it's just a reminder that it is uncomfortable to level up, to thrive, to flourish. And, you know, sometimes people say it's very lonely on top. And I think that you're actually choosing who you're bringing with you on top. So it's not going to feel lonely at the top. I think that right now it could feel a little lonely, even if you're surrounded by people, because you feel the shift happening. You don't want the same things. You want better experiences. You want more out of life. So whatever area of your life has been feeling, again, stuck in the mud or just a plateau, that's about to move. And I would say a lot faster than you thought. Like things are about to get very real, very fast for you, Gemini. Okay, tell me more. There's the clear expansion here. We go from the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. We are riding the wave of uncertainty, riding the wave of the unknown, clearly with the moon card. But where are we going? Can we get a little bit of clarity? Gemini, their dedication, how is it going to pay off? Give me clarity. 2 of Pentacles. Your dedication is being tested. Oh, okay. Knight of Cups and Page of Cups. And by the way, the Tower card was at the bottom of the deck. For a few weeks now, we've been seeing the Tower card coming into your reading. And the Tower card clears the non-essential. The Tower card is a gift. It's one of the most misunderstood cards in the tarot because it's bitter medicine. We all know what bitter medicine tastes like, but it freaking works. That's the thing. It's hard to swallow. It's hard to just even say yes, to drinking the bitter medicine. But once we do it, everything starts shifting. That's the thing with the Tower card. It is a gift. So the Two of Pentacles here, again, your dedication is being tested. But what I'm getting here is when you start up leveling in that way, because again, things are about to get very real, very fast. Can you make sure that you don't abandon yourself? Gemini, this is such an important message. When things get real, when things get hard, when life gets messy, can you make sure to remember that the infinity loop is your never-ending connection with source, with the universe? Some people say God. It could be also everyone that you connect with. What I'm saying here is don't underestimate the soul aspect of this journey, because clearly the shift is happening in your relationship, in love, also in your abundance. So when shit gets real, don't forget how important the soul aspect of your journey is. It's actually what's most important. And can you make sure to not abandon yourself? Because the Knight of Cups is moving with compassion, moving with love. And the Knights in the Tarot are super hacks. They are, honestly, the best hacks in the Tarot, all court cards. Because the court cards, Queens, Kings, Page, and Knights, are all double elemental, so they can really tell you a lot about a situation. But also the Knights will show you what direction to take. Like, what should you be following here? We're talking about the heart. We're talking here also about your intuition, your feelings about something. There might be a lot of decisions that you have to make. Make, I don't know. I'm French. I'm not even sure if it's take or make a decision. Not sure. It's okay. You get what I'm saying. Whatever you have to decide on, which you're going to feel very undecisive about something, the right path is one that feels right. The heart wants what it wants. You are passionate about something. You are probably moved, seeing, interacting with someone or something. And again, the answer is what feels right. To make sure to not abandon yourself, because I think that things are going to move so quickly for you. It's going to be very easy to abandon yourself and just get caught up in the crazy wheel of life. There's a lot. There could be many opportunities. Again, I heard in the beginning, double, triple confirmation. So whatever seeds you planted, it's like you sent many invitations into the world. Let's say, for example, someone was looking for a job and they sent like 12 emails, no news for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then they look in their email and there's like 5 invitations, 5, job interview or potential interviews. And that's just an example, but there's going to be so many things happening at once that I think it's going to be very easy to kind of forget how important your soul journey is. All the healing, all the growth. That's why the Moon card is at the heart of this reading. The Hangman is the general energy. And you have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups here. Remember why you've been doing all this. Page of Cups is the inner child. Sometimes our inner teenager, even our inner caretaker. We have all those parts inside us. They never go away. Your inner child that exists, it's still within you. And it wants to have fun. It doesn't want life to get too serious. Can you still play? Can you still enjoy the sweet things in life? And again, can you make sure that you don't underestimate the soul aspect of this journey? Because you might believe that this is all about cash and success and abundance. Abundance is a big word. For some people, it means certain thing, but the real significance of abundance is, to me, everything, really. And it's also a perspective. And since your dedication is being tested here during Gemini season, the whole month of June, really, it seems like you keep being invited to things. You keep being invited into certain direction. And Spirit is like, what are you going to say? What are you going to do, Gemini? You could be feeling like you are tested, and it feels like you are. But you already passed the test. That's the thing. You already found this magical thing, this unique thing within you. You already know who you are. It's not like you have forgotten who the F you are. You already know. And don't you dare forgetting. And I would say, if there's an idea that you've been cultivating, or wish, an intention, a goal that you've been cultivating, don't forget how important it is to stay dedicated to it. Again, even if it's just the smallest steps that you take every day, there's something here. There's something right now in your life, Gemini, that you naturally invest in because it's kind of an habit at this point. I don't think you know the potential, the full potential now. Again, with the Moon card, there's so much uncertainty. There's so much mystery to the potential of something and the direction that something can point you towards and lead you towards. It's very interesting how you are safe and secure. No matter what happens, Gemini, you will always know how to get out of it, how to make the best out of a challenge. You love a challenge. And still, even if you're so rooted, so anchored, align with your values, align with your heart, there's so much that you don't know right now. There's so much that you cannot see coming. And your job is to stay hopeful. Your job is to still show others compassion, still show yourself compassion, even if sometimes there's just no clear path, no clear direction, no clear answers. We have a new romantic cycle begins. I told you, there's a new experience here. For some of you, it could be connected to love, of course. But when I see cards like this, especially Libra energy, to me, everyone wins. Everyone wins. So you could be getting unstuck if you felt stuck in a situation, if you felt like, you were scared to hurt another person, you don't want to disappoint them, but there's something else calling you. Honor that. Everyone wins in your story right now, Gemini. It's such an amazing energy to work with. Communicate. Be clear with your intentions. Don't play games. And definitely stay away from game players. You don't need that. Even if they give you the instant gratification. Even if, you're keeping a player around you because they feed your ego or they feed a part of your soul. I don't care. Let them go. Just let them. Because there's something so much better waiting for you, and you have to make space for it. That's the thing. You have to make space for what's ready to show up in your life. And we have be bold and make the first move. Again, you're going to have to speak up and say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart. Are you going to disappoint people? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Hangman, always a little uncomfortable when it comes to other people's reaction. it's none of your business. I'm sorry, but it's none of your business if someone is desperately needing you. It's not your job to make them feel good. Unfortunately, I don't know. It's like with the Five of Swords, I keep getting like someone has this pressure, this power over you, and maybe because their energy is a little manipulative, or again, maybe like they make you feel like you owe them something. And like the example of the energy, I feel like I have to give you an example. It's not necessarily about that, but like, let's say someone who's been working years and years and years for a company. And when they are ready to leave, the company is like, well, you owe us everything. No, I've been working for you. I don't owe you shit. I was the one working for you. And that's what's happening here. It could be a friendship, even a family connection, any type of relationship with a boss, a company, a friend, a romantic partner. You don't owe them anything because they accepted you in their life. It's just, it doesn't make sense. And that's the thing here. I think you're breaking up. When I said you were cutting the chains of old beliefs, that's what about that. It's like they made you feel like you owe them something. No, you owe to yourself a freaking celebration because you've been consistent, you've been showing up, and you've been doing the work. They didn't do the work for you. That's the thing. It's weird. There's probably like a power play energy or struggle here with you and another person. And I think that you're about to break free from that. It feels good. It feels good. It's like you're liberated from something. It felt like a burden. It kept your hand ties. It's like you weren't totally free because you felt like you owe something to another person, and you don't. You don't. Are you going to stay stuck in the same place, in the same relationship, same energy, hanging out on this plateau just because you're afraid to hurt another person or disappoint them? If you don't disappoint them, someone else is going to do it. So again, it's not your job to make sure that everyone is feeling good. I felt it earlier. Someone is walking on eggshell, and I think it's you, Gemini. And that was probably the confirmation that you needed, that it's okay to say goodbye. And it's actually necessary for you right now, even if you don't know where it leads you, even if it feels so scary. And like the moment you say goodbye, it's like you're diving into the void. That's okay. That's okay. There's this song that I love so much, one of my favorite singers, and she says, "In the void, I saw all I ever wanted." And sometimes, you know, I know it sounds a little cheesy to quote songs like that, but it's so scary to take a leap of faith and dive in uncertainty. The moon card can be very scary because we don't know. And that's it, we don't know. We might end up meeting the best person for us, having the best opportunities. We just need to trust in ourselves. It's about you and no one else right now, Gemini. So again, I'm sending love. You're amazing. I believe in you. I believe in us. And happy birthday. And I can't wait to read for you next Thursday. Your reading was a little late this week, but it should be out next Thursday, your next session. So make sure to subscribe and like and join the family. Thank you, Gemini.